guys, what's up? It is Becca, and I am here for another video. What's up? Alright, so today's video, I'm going to be combining tattoos and a little bit of glam. Now, how I'm doing that, you may wonder. Well, today I'm going to show you the method that I know and use for covering up tattoos. So, a lot of times you may have a tattoo somewhere that, depending on the occasion, may not be appropriate to show that tattoo. Now, while I don't agree that employers, this is one instance, that employers should discriminate against tattoos in the workforce, unfortunately it does happen. In the state that I live in, California, it is actually illegal to not hire someone over tattoos. Unfortunately, they can say, for whatever reason, that they didn't hire you. So, maybe you also have a special occasion you're going to, or, let's see, you're wanting to cover up just for fun, or I don't know, there's a plethora of reasons why you would need to cover a tattoo. So today I'm going to give you a very simple and easy way to cover up that tattoo. You do not necessarily need every product that I'm using. This is just what I'm going to use for myself and what works for me. This borderlines along the SFX, because if you need to cover up anything. Now obviously these can also be used for bruises, but obviously it's works very well for tattoos, so it would cover up bruises as well, and it might be a little bit easier. So what you're going to want to do first is determine the undertone in your skin. This will tell you what color you're going to need to work with. For me personally, I have a lot of yellow undertone, kind of a little bit of pink, a little bit of yellow. So for me personally, I'm going to be using an orange shade to go with that skin tone. Now the tattoo I'm going to be covering up today, to show you guys how to do this, will be the back of my hand. I'll do half of it, and then so that you can really see the difference and step by step of how this is going to work. So what we're going to do first, sorry about that, forgot to grab. So first of all, what I'm going to do, in the area that I'm going to be doing this in, I'm going to be cleaning it first with some wipes. Now, usually you would use makeup wipes, but baby wipes work just fine. These are the 7th generation wipes. They're for sensitive skin. No fragrances, alcohol-free, and paraben-free. So what I'm going to do, and what's nice too, is they're really thick, but also soft. We're just going to want to make sure that the area is completely clean. Now I will say, for best makeup application, and this goes for any makeup application where there may be body hair. It is true for your face too. If you can shave that area without it being weird, that will give you the smoothest makeup application possible. Now this is the method I use. You can change it up to what fits you best, but this is what I'm going to do. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using an orange tone. So I'm going to take my Morphe palette over here, and this is the 3502 Second Nature palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade right here, this one. It's a very orangey shade, and the color what is it? A Blaze. So that is going to be the color that I'm going to be using for this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take an e.l.f. brush. The denser the brush, the better. I believe this is like a blending brush or a crease brush. I can't remember, but it looks like so. Now I'm going to take and dab on into that pan there. I'm not going to take the excess off at all because we want as much pigmentation as possible. So now let's see. Let's do 1/2 split down the middle. So first of all, you're going to take it around the edges. Now this is also much easier if you don't have like a design inside of it like mine, because of the fact that it is easier to cover up, especially if you don't have thick lines either. So we're just going to split that right down the middle, get that all blended in. Alright, so now we have that split right down the middle, and that's just one layer. Don't worry, we're going to keep going. So, what we're going to do now, blow it off. I prefer to use hairspray. Before there's setting sprays, or if you're too broke to get a setting spray, hairspray works just fine. Especially extra hold hairspray. If you're doing this for a job interview or something serious, you don't want this to move at all. So I'm going to take that hairspray. We're just going to set that layer in. So then the next step, and this is going to be a couple repeats. The next step in this process is we're going to take a concealer. You want a heavy duty concealer. This is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. This is I'm using the shade Medium Light. So I'm going to take a concealer brush, put some on there, and then start applying to the area that you applied all of the eyeshadow. You want to make sure you get a lot on there. Make sure you cover it completely. Now, why the reason that we use the eyeshadow is color correction, basically. Alright. And this is really hard because I'm right-handed, and this is my right hand, so excuse me if I'm doing this like funny at all. Alright. So now what I'm going to do, once you have that applied, I'm going to take a beauty sponge. You can use a beauty blender, beauty wedge, whatever you'd like to use. And we're going to take that and you're going to blend it out, because you don't want the edges around it to be chunky or anything like that. You're going to blend that really, really good. Now I'm going to repeat the same step 2 more times, and then I will be back to show you guys. Alright you guys, so I actually only needed to do 1 more coat, so you can see right here. So this is, what's on my hand right now is eyeshadow, hairspray, concealer, hairspray, eyeshadow, hairspray, concealer, hairspray. And that's what's gotten us to this point. Now, make sure that all of your edges are blended out nicely. The only downfall to this is that, especially for me, I have very thick lines, so you can kind of see the shape of it. And also up close, it's not exactly perfect, as you can see, because obviously makeup on skin, you can tell that it's there. But the next step that we're going to do is, now that we've set this, you're going to want to take your concealer that you use, preferably one that is extremely close to the skin in which you are covering. The skin that is on the rest of our body compared to our face can vary in color, if you do not know that already. So I'm going to take that same concealer brush, and I'm going to be using my current favorite foundation, the MAC Studio Fix foundation in NC15. I'm going to get a good amount on there, and then we're going to be taking that, and this is what you're going to blend out onto the area that you covered, as well as slightly out to the edges, so that you can blend it in and cover up any orange or red or yellow, whichever undertone color you needed to use that's going on. Then once again, you're going to really blend that out. And then you're going to take your hairspray once more, hold it fairly far away because you don't want it to be super wet and sticky. Dry it off. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the wipe and do a clean line down the center so you can really see just what a difference it makes. Now, I've done this before for job interviews, and it does not budge. I also got some up here. All right, and there we go. There you have it, a covered tattoo. Super simple and easy. All you need is something to clean the skin. Baby wipe works just fine. The eyeshadow in the shade that you need depending on your undertone, a heavy-duty concealer, a good foundation that is similar to the skin tone of the area that you're covering, sponge, hairspray, and some applicator brushes. And that's it. There you go. Bye. Thank you guys for watching so much. See you later. And make sure, if you haven't subscribed already, to hit that subscription button. And if you check out the description box, I actually have a link for any fan of the brand Colourpop. If you haven't heard of it, they're a really, really great brand who have amazing products at really, really great prices. This video is not sponsored by them at all. I do have a code down, or not a code, a link down in the bottom, sorry. But if you click that link, you will get $5 off a purchase of $15 or more on their website, which basically means you get a free eyeshadow. So go ahead and check that out. Thanks again. See you later, guys. Bye.